Greetings guys, Cowman here, and welcome to the inaugural Cowman tutorial. So in this series I'm going to basically show you things you how to do in particular things, which in this case is going to be making texture packs for versions of Minecraft prior to 1.4. So yes, so the first thing you're going to want to do this actually is you're going to want to go obviously into File Explorer or Windows Explorer as it's known in Windows 7. Don't worry, I think this method works exactly the same in Windows 7 to my knowledge. In fact, if I need to check, I can even just install Windows 7 on my computer right now actually, which you think will be ridiculous, but let's stop talking about that. But anyway, also I didn't mean to do that actually. So you're going to want to go into this PC obviously, and now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go into C drive, users, and then you're going to want to find the user which you are, which in my case is just user. And then you're going to want to go into app data, roaming, and .minecraft. And now you're going to want to go into versions, believe it or not. And what you're going to want to do here is you're going to want to find the version that you want to edit for, which in this case is going to be alpha 1.2.6. Then on the desktop, or basically any folder, you're going to want to create a folder where you're going to be doing some of your work in. This won't be the main folder though, and it's not going to be the final name of the texture pack, so you don't need to worry about that. So we're just going to call it folder, just because why not. So then what you're going to want to do here is you're going to want to copy this jar file, 1.2.6 jar. In every single version of Minecraft, there will always be a jar file. I think there'll pretty much always be a JSON file as well. So we're going to just want the jar file here, and then we're going to want to paste it in here. And now what you're going to want to do is using anything that can extract jar files, which I use, which in my case it's 7-zip, or there's pretty much lots of other things you can use. So we're going to want to extract all of that into here. So now what you're going to want to do is, just because we've got quite a lot of garbage we don't really need here, so what we are going to do, if you are going to sort this out a tiny bit, so all we're going to want from here is just basically this stuff here. So we're going to want to copy all of this to the clipboard, and then we're going to want to create another folder here called workspace, because this is going to be where you're going to be doing your most of your work here. And then you're going to want to move all of this stuff in here. And now you don't really need this, so now you can actually delete this original folder file because you don't really need it anymore, just because all it's got in here is just a load of stuff we don't really need. So yeah, so now you've got this workspace folder. So to the editing blocks, which is probably what most of you are going to want to do, you're going to want to go into terrain.png, and I strongly recommend here that you use a photo editing software that has a transparent layer. So I would strongly recommend against using MS Paint. So me personally, I use paint.net, but there's probably like tons of stuff you could use. Like you can use Photoshop or GIMP or anything like that. So yes, and now here we've got this file here, and this is all the textures in the game, basically because originally they all shared one file. So yes, we've got all of this stuff here, and now what you're going to want to do is edit it, obviously. So what we're going to just do here is we're going to do quite simple. So we're just going to like color all of this into a simple solid color. And yes, that's all we're going to do on this bit here, and then we're done here. Although obviously you guys, you can do as much as you want here. Like get as crazy as you want, in fact, even. Now, me personally, I didn't get too crazy with my texture pack because I just made it quite simple looking. But you know, you guys can go a lot more if you choose to use this method. So yeah, let's just let's color all of this in like this. Let's do 4 textures. Just so I can it's enough to see the change. And let's just quickly do this one as well, just because it's the grass texture, which you know everyone's going to see that. So there we go. So that's all we're going to do on this one, but you can do as much as you want, obviously. So yes, and now what we're going to want to do is we're done with this file. We've done all we want to do on this, so we can now actually save this, and we're pretty much done with this one actually. So now what we're going to want to do is want to go back to the workspace, and then you can do whatever you want on here. So in the title, basically, like there's a bit of other stuff, like you can even set your own logo, I think. At least to my knowledge, I don't know whether it works exactly. Here there's also like terrain, which not to be confused with the terrain.png file, only includes moon and the sun actually here. But obviously, you know, eventually it will probably include like quite a lot more. So it's like the mob textures here. So basically here you can actually edit the mob textures, which is what I did obviously. They make sure also with anything with like this, you don't use any software that doesn't have a transparent layer, or like you have a, or like you use software that has a transparent layer after, just so basically you remove the white. Well, I don't think you really have to do that, but it's just a thing I usually do anyway. So anyway, now what we're going to want to do is, well, so just to add some like noticeable difference, we're actually going to want to go into background. So we're going to edit this because, yeah, you can use paint for this because it doesn't have any transparency on it. And what we're going to just do is, I thought we were just going to write very sloppy letters, 979. So let's quickly do that. 9, 7, 9. Oh, not E. 9, there we go. So that's all we're going to do for this. By the way, background, that's basically what you're going to see on the main menu as well as in the settings menu. So, you know, you will see that quite a decent bit. And we're also going to go into container here. And what we're going to just do is we're just going to basically just scribble it on here a little bit. So, let's quickly just scribble a teeny bit here. There we go. So we're done with this file. So this is all we're going to do in this bit. You can do, although obviously you can do as much as or as little as you want. There's also this items.png file, which can be used for editing items. So we're actually going to like edit one item now then, and just so we can actually, you know, I can show you how to do it, and give you like a good example of it in game. So what we're going to just do is we're just going to do diamond swords, and we're just going to basically make it purple then. So let's just go all the way up here. Actually, I think a better idea, because we're going to be in the Let's Play world. Actually, now I think about it, is what we should actually do then. Maybe is let's just do the diamond pickaxe and make that purple then. Okay, so let's quickly just do that. So there we go. So I think that's all we're going to do on this particular file. So there we go. So we're done on this, on all of this stuff now. So now, after you've done you've changed as much as you want. Now what you're going to want to do is put it in game. So the way to do that is basically you're going to want to select all of this stuff here. And now what you're going to want to do is send to, and you're going to want to press it here. And now what this file is called, this is going to be the final name of your texture pack, which you're going to see in game. So we're just going to call this the tutorial texture pack. Just because, you know, it's being made for a tutorial. And in here there's all of this stuff. So now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to place it in your Minecraft folder. So let's just go back to this file where we got this jar file from. And now what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to go back into .minecraft, and we're going to want to go into texture packs, not to be confused with resource packs, just because they're here basically for the post 1.6 versions. And then now we're going to want to go into texture packs, and then what we're going to do here is we are going to now place this tutorial texture in here. So there we go. Now it's completed. So now you're going to want to do is see what it looks like in game. So we're going to quickly launch Alpha 1.2.6 here. So it's just launching now. Now we're going to want to go into mods and texture packs, and we're going to select tutorial texture. And yeah, you can see my very sloppy 979 on there. And now let's quickly go into the game, and we'll be able to see what it looks like. So I just need to find where it is, and I think a little bit where you can see out here. And yes, this is what it looks like. I know I could have made it look way better. My own, the other texture pack I have been using in my series recently looks much better than that. But yes, you can like see all the textures that we edited here. So yeah, and also we're going to want to see the items, and also you see the inventory, which I completely messed up. It doesn't really matter though for the most part. Also, just realised I've set my inventory a little bit, my controls a little bit wrong, so quickly going to correct that. Yes, and that's what our pickaxes look like now. Yeah, with that purple I added to them. Yeah, by the way, you don't have to edit, you have to scribble on the inventory like I did. It was just for a bit of fun, actually. Let me know in the comments below, actually, of this video, what you think this is, actually. Just because it is something particular, actually, and it's in the city. So yes, if you can work that out, I'll definitely give you a shout out. So that just about does it for this tutorial, guys. Now we just reached the 10-minute mark. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please leave a like if you did enjoy it. Subscribe if you do enjoy my content in general. And also leave a like if you found it useful. And I will see you in my next tutorial. Bye, guys.